Boom. Episode 1's guys, episode 1, you guys blew it off the roof. I seriously appreciate. Yo, what? Come on, dude.
Bro, changed it.
This guy sucks.
Right there.
We have a sponsor for EP.2, guys. This is a week in, and we have a sponsor already. So, guys, right here, lower it a little bit. Off the clock 10 for 10% off. Rocky Gains. I literally have the shirt. But guys, you guys literally see us obviously with it. We have the shirt, the joggers, and they have a bunch of other collections in their website that you could go check out. RockyGains.com. And guys, super comfortable. I'm literally gonna wear this outfit tomorrow, and
Same exact outfit.
you're gonna see him for next week with it. But no, much love and appreciation to all you guys.
Yep.
Every single one of you guys. You guys are my people, my gente, my everything. Like literally, guys, you guys are family to me. So guys, let's get the ball rolling and let's keep going up, guys. Let's keep going up and let's get ready for episode 2. Boom. And action. You guys are now here at Izzy's Spiritual Podcast. All right, no, seriously, guys. Yo, first I want to start off with a big, huge thanks for EP1. Literally, we got massive love and support, and we really appreciate you guys, literally from the bottom of our hearts. Honestly, guys, we didn't expect anything, and it's more than enough everything we've been getting. And I want to just say, first off, big thanks to Izzy. Big thanks to my boy Tim. Big thanks to my boy Pedro for letting us borrow his camera. And Abdo, huge big thanks for you, man. Yeah, so we want to start off, yo, guys. EP2, we're, right off the top, we're going with a guest, guys. We're going with a guest. And nobody better than my boy, Maloney alumni, Rocky Gains owner, Libra. Are you Libra?
I think so.
I think you might be
so.
Leo.
I'm a Libra. October 22nd.
Libra or Leo.
I think that's a Libra.
Gotta find that out, man.
What's your birthday?
October 22nd.
All right, for you horoscope people, please let us know.
Definitely
Please
a
let us
Libra.
know. I think he might be a Libra.
I'm like 99% sure. If
Some-
it's not, then like,
Yeah,
I'll
something.
give you whatever. Congrats on the podcast. I know you guys brought it up at the gym once when it was an idea, and you guys executed pretty quick. So, that meant a lot to actually see you guys put the action in. And, episode 1, I thought it was a
Guys, this is on live.
Right off the rip.
This is live. This is raw. We're going with it.
Boy, now you guys changed my entire career. Now, you guys ever see that the Mothin guy on TikTok? There's a guy he's doing he goes I got the range of Mothin, and now 2 years later people are just like, what about the Mothin? I just want to say congrats on episode 1. We're gonna have to edit that out, please.
We're keeping this live, guys. You guys get all this.
Oh man.
We're being authentic, and this is real, and we're rocking with all this. But
what did I sign up for? We're 2 minutes in.
Guys, we are in Mothin. We are in Mothin.
Oh man, but anyways, congrats on episode 1. I thought it was like success.
Thank you,
oh
brother.
my
Thank
god.
you.
But I'm not saying success anymore.
Yeah, we'll say just say Mothin. Thank you for the Mothin.
Thank you for the Mothin. I appreciate being episode 1, episode 2, being the guest on episode 2. It means a lot, and I'm excited to be here and looking forward to the conversation.
Again, we're in Mothin.
Dude, I'm the success.
My bad, guys.
I'm the success guy now.
Yo, guys, everybody in the comment section, please comment Mothin.
Oh, hell no.
You guys can comment Mothin. But no, for sincerely, guys, it's a Saturday night, and we're literally here. All of us we could have had something else to do. You know what I mean? And thank you, Tim, guys. Tim Heller on Instagram.
Shout out Pedro. Shout out Tim.
Shout out Pedro. Shout out everybody that's has been
Everybody who listens to us.
to the Walmart guy who sold us the SD cards.
Today's my first full day off in over 2 months.
Yeah, bro. I'm
But
such a busy person.
I'm excited for this. So it's not like I'm doing this and I'm like, oh man, it's my day off. Like I'm excited. I'm glad I'm here. So thank you guys for having me.
Yeah,
appreciate it. Well, now I'm the success guy, so I don't really like that. But it is what it is. It is what it is.
Nah, for sure. So so
let's start.
I'm just such a busy person.
I'm excited for this. So it's not like I'm doing this and I'm like, oh man, it's my day off. Like I'm excited. I'm glad I'm here. So thank you guys for having me.
Yeah,
appreciate it. Well, now I'm the success guy, so I don't really like that. But it is what it is. It is what it is.
Nah, for sure. So
it started all with my fitness journey, I guess. So 2016 was my first year of school. Dude, I graduated high school at like 138 pounds. I wrestled, so I was always cutting weight. And so, on campus, I went to Southern Connecticut. I was like the smallest guy, and I didn't like that. So I wanted to put some size on. And I always saw like these jacked guys, shredded guys on like Instagram, very gullible, freshman in college, I thought these guys were natural. Just hard work and eating clean gets you those results. 240 pounds shredded.
Nah, it's not.
And then after a while, that's not the case. But I had a lot of inspirations that I looked up to, like Christian Guzman, Max Tuning, and I saw these guys start their business.
Yeah.
And fast forward like a year or two later, I saw what it grew into, and I was like, if they can do it, why can't I?
I like that.
And so junior year of college, 2018, that's when I was like, all right, I want to start my own brand. It was actually 2017, but that was just drafting up the ideas, trying to figure out a name. And I'm a very indecisive person. So I knew if I just picked a name, a month later I'm going to be like, I don't like it. If I did my own logo, I'd be like, I don't like it. So I took my time with it. I think the name took about a year and a half, maybe a year. And then mid 2018, around February, March, it's not really mid, it's early.
What was one of the, sorry to cut you off, what was one of the first names you thought of before Rocky did?
I was just doing Iron Bull, Iron Dog, just
Iron
anything
Dog.
related to this, anything related
Something related
to
to the gym.
Yeah, exactly. I had a notebook filled, pages, just compound words of gym.
I'm interested because same thing off the clocks, when I mentioned off the clock, there's a spark for me, you know what I mean?
Yep.
What was the spark for you with Rocky Gate? Did it something did something influence you to
So
that name, or you just thought about it?
not the best way to go about it, but in class, that's when I would be designing things. That's when I come up with names. And so I had my buddies with me, and whenever I thought I had an idea that was good, it sounded good to me, I'd be like, hey, what do you think of Rocky Gaines?
Yeah.
Every time I'd say something, it's all right, but what is that? And then Rocky Gaines said, they're like, sounds kind of cool. And then everyone I'd ask, they were like, Rocky Gaines. The more I think about it, when I wrote it, it looked pretty. And I was like, all right, I think this is it. And that's kind of when I pulled the trigger. I was like, Rocky Gaines.
Hell yeah, it goes with each other. It bounces off together.
Yep.
Okay. No, so so obviously we went a little sidetrack on that, but
Yeah.
you were going about your business. So in 2017, I think.
Yeah, 2017 is when I was drafting up the ideas. 2018 is kind of when I put the action.
Okay. Definitely.
March 2018, I opened up the website on Shopify, and we started off drop shipping. Right, I'm a college student. I was working at Marshall's,
Yeah.
part time while going to school, and so I wasn't making much. Can't really start a business on $200 a week.
Yeah.
It's
difficult.
And just started drop shipping. So drop shipping, for those of you who don't know, it's basically a third party has these items. You put it on your website, you sell it, for a profit, right? So let's say someone's selling it for $10.
Of course.
Yeah.
I would put it on my website for $20. They take a fee, so say I make $5 on a shirt. So that's what I started off with, but I learned really quickly there's not that much profit in there unless you have tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars to spend on ad revenue.
Yeah.
Or sorry, not ad revenue, on ad spend.
Okay.
Because that's the only way you're going to promote dropshipping products. And so, after a month or two in, I was just like, all right, this isn't for me. I want my own physical inventory. I was busy with school, and then that 2019, that fall, is when I did my first actual purchase order and got physical inventory, so I can control my product.
Oh, yeah. So now you're controlling your own product.
Now we control our product,
How's
yeah.
that going for you?
We are actually looking for a warehouse or a retail spot because I am sitting on a lot of inventory and running out of room. So,
Do you plan on opening a store? You know what I mean?
so we are looking for a space, whether it's a warehouse or retail. I don't know what route we're going to take yet.
Of course.
Retail is kind of just tough because brick and mortar is kind of out the door.
Yeah.
But if we do, I don't want to give out too much, but it wouldn't just be clothing. There would be something else in the retail.
Of course.
So
To be continued, guys. Yeah. So
Yeah, for sure.
You guys
So-
have to stay tuned with it.
Hell
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
excited.
So a quick question I did want to ask. So obviously, like you mentioned, you're a college student.
Yeah.
You're working at Marshall's. You're making $200. I'm pretty sure a lot of people can relate to this. You
200
know
was
what
a
I
good
mean?
week.
A lot of people.
200 was a good week.
200.
Bro, it was I think minimum.
What did I say? 200 a month?
No, 200 a week.
Oh.
Look, Marshall's. So my first job was $9 and something. Because
Yeah.
my parents are very supportive. They understand. I like taking risks. I've taken a lot of risks. I've lost a lot of money, stock market and everything.
Yeah,
I think
definitely.
I've lost $5,000 overnight. I've lost $900 in 30 seconds.
Shit.
So I do a lot of stupid decisions. But my parents know at the end of the day, I have a bigger picture that I want to achieve, not just for myself, for my family, and I just have these out of the ordinary goals and stuff. So they know with the clothing brand, they just always support me, whether they think it's going to work or not. They just I know I always have their support, which is nice to have.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
No, hell yeah, dude.
That's great.
So obviously, with going about that, for anybody that wants to start a business and stuff like that, and obviously have these related scenarios where it's I don't have these funds, I don't have any knowledge. I don't know how to go about any of this. Like, do you feel like it's kind of a sense of like, in layman's terms, like, yo, let me just go to Google and like search up how to do this and that? Like, you know what I mean?
Dude, it's 2023. Anyone can make money.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, I know like some opportunities there like aren't there. You might not be there yet, but networking is key. And I'm gonna just bounce back off Christian Guzman, one of my biggest influences with Rocky Gaines and like clothing. There's always a way. Start small. You don't have to, like, again, like I started drop shipping because I couldn't afford the inventory at the time or to spend it on, I had to get my college books and stuff. So drop shipping is like very low cost up front. You just pay when someone orders.
Of course.
So it's very low risk.
Yeah.
You got to look out for those first time fees.
Yeah.
You learn that quick. But after that first order, once you get that fee setup gone, like, you're only paying when people purchase.
Yeah. Okay. I see. So obviously this is all like lessons learned as you go over time.
Right.
And I know, like you mentioned, obviously you started you said 2017.
2017 was I was drafting, but the official date was March 2018.
Okay. And in that sense, it took you how long to really kind of start like getting the ball rolling and stuff like that?
Probably a year and a half to actually like see some progress to like potential,
Yeah.
and then fast forward another year to actually be like, all right, there's something here. People are enjoying it. People are purchasing. Like, this is something legit.
Yeah.
During that year process, at any point in time, did you ever felt like giving up?
Oh, 100%.
Like, what?
Even now sometimes.
Wow. What keeps you?
Wow.
I don't want to say motivated, but like, what keeps you like standing? You know what I mean?
It's just like the support we get. Like, we only have 4,000 followers on Instagram. To some people, that's a lot. To most brands, that's very small. They don't understand how we're getting like our sales. We have a very strong and like close knit community where like when I drop an email, we immediately get sales like in seconds, and like that's more than I could have ever asked for or like even imagined. Like, we have people who believe in the brand, and I hate to say this because I love the brand. I believe in it like as much as possible. Like, I told these guys the other day, it could be failing, and I wouldn't sell. I wouldn't quit. This is something like I'm not quitting. I can't give up. I've gotten offers to sell. I've gotten people who've wanted to jump in and like be an investor, and I'm just like, no, like this is legitimately my baby.
Yeah.
You watch enough Shark Tank to know not to give more than
Yeah,
5%.
yeah.
You watch enough Shark Tank.
Don't quit too early.
Yeah.
So you're pretty much stating that. Well, one, obviously you're not afraid to fail,
Right.
Which is amazing. I don't know if you guys heard EP1. We spoke about a little bit about failure. Failure leads to success. Do you think you are at a stage now where you feel successful, or you want more for yourself? Not like you're successful, but like you, like from where you started. You know what I mean?
Yeah, most thing going on.
Yeah. I think successfully. No, so I don't know. I never, like, if I ever feel like some sort of success, said it right that time.
Nice.
But this clip isn't going viral. This clip isn't going viral.
viral.
But anytime I feel like I'm doing well, change it up. It lasts maybe like a day, and then it's just kind of like back to reality. It's like, all right, just
Small
keep progressing. Like, yeah, like I just constantly like to be better. So like back then, if I made like $1,000, I'd be like, whoa. Now I make $1,000, I'm like, that's a bad month. That's a bad week.
Yeah.
Oh my god! I
So
almost
you're
said
saying,
it.
so you're what you're saying. I'm sorry to cut you off. So we're just saying your expectations are higher.
Yeah, I mean continuously, you know.
Okay.
And
You always wanna
that's the
progress.
thing about life, honestly, guys. A big thing about life is that at the end of the day, and this even goes financially, spiritually and emotionally and many other things. One thing I always say, even to Izzy and anybody close to me, I always tell them is that with life, like a big quote that I go off of is, with life, you're never owned. It's never owned. You know what I mean? Every day, life is rented. And you could substitute that with anything. Every day, peace is rented. Every day, happiness is rented. And every day, whatever you want to substitute it with. And every day, rent is due. So at the end of the day, it dictates you yourself to actually put the initiative and to take proactive on, like, all these things. Every day you got to work on it. You're never going to be at peace all the way. You're never going to be fully happy all the time. Every day you have to work on those things. So I feel like that's a big thing that, you have to just be conscious of that. You have to, be proactive. And I think one thing I do want to say is that shows a lot of resilience into, how you went about things. Sorry about that, guys.
Very good.
But it's beautiful that you were able to, after even like a year and a half, to, keep going. You know what I mean? You didn't see the progress. You didn't see, stuff going on. There's days I'm pretty sure you're probably like, yo, I'd rather just go do this and that. But you took those nights to be like, yo, I'm gonna stay in. I'm gonna work on my brand. And And I'm sure there's so many little sparks that helped you, keep going. I'm sure, you have close friends like, yo, are you doing this still? Or yo, I can't wait for this launch. I can't wait for this drop. And I'm sure all those things come into play. But guys, I want you guys to put into consideration, if you want to start a business, if you want to start that podcast, if you want to start, be a SoundCloud rapper, like anything,
do
guys.
It, man. Push it. Don't let your thoughts hold you back. Don't let failure. Don't let the word failure hold you back.
Yeah, and
I know a lot of people are scared to fail.
And where I'm going into this is like, guys, literally take a bite at it. Life is so short, and I want people to actually try and, like, guys, it's 2023. Literally Google whatever you guys want.
Knowledge is free, dude.
There's YouTube, there's Google, there's anything to be able to help you find out, just self-knowledge, knowledge yourself and stuff like that. So it's beautiful to see, Abdo, even after a year and a half of feeling like he hasn't made too much moves, too much like moving the needle, he kept going, and then boom. So a big, let's say, a launch happened that helped him, take recognition of, wow, this is actually going to go somewhere. And that keeps the ball rolling.
Yep.
And it's stuff like that, guys. Things aren't going to happen right away. It could take a year. It could take 2 years. It could take even 5 years. But the thing is you don't want to live life and feel like you just been stagnant and just feeling like a rat cycle. You know what I mean? And that's like the worst way you want to ever go about certain things. You know what I mean? And and this is, guys, why I wanted to have Abdo on EP.2 and as our first guest. It's because of he's able to do this. He's somebody from Meriden. Maloney, you went to Maloney, right?
Yeah.
So he went to Maloney, guys, and he's somebody from Meriden, and it's like, guys, if he's able to do this, and he's made his money's worth, you know what I mean? And obviously we're not going to go into that like that at all, like really heavy, but he's made his money, guys, and he can even buy a Porsche if he wants to right now. You know what I mean?
Before we get going,
talked
Tim,
about
can you
this.
open that back door for me, please, real quick? Fucking
Yeah.
Appreciate you, brother. Thank you. But preach.
throw that
Amen.
out.
Amen. Yeah, no, my bad. Amen.
And yeah, so exactly like I said, man, he could literally buy an Apple Watch or Apple Watch. Yo, guys, he's gonna buy an Apple Watch Series 8. Right now he has a G-Shock, but no, I'll joke aside. But he could literally go get something that he wants. But it's beautiful to know that he keeps reinvesting in himself.
There's a bigger picture there.
Yeah.
The car could always come. Money always comes and goes. It's just kind of enjoy the journey right now. And it's like, if I start buying all these things, like rewards right now, like what am I rewarding?
Yeah.
Like I'm not where I want to be yet, So just hang on the toys. If you guys are, especially at a young age, if you're making some good money, just, it's your money. You can do whatever you want. My advice is kind of like, hold off and just keep investing in yourself. You don't have to start a business, but, self-improvement.
Self-investment is the best feeling. And
exactly.
I had a conversation with one of my friends the other day too. He was telling me, like, because he explained to me, like, what somebody DM'd me, and it was like, what kept you, not what kept me pushing, but how did I have, the funds to do this? I said I don't. Just like that. I said I didn't. I'm broke. I'm simple as that.
Pulled the trigger. That's what you did.
I'm broke as fuck, dude. Like, I just pulled the trigger, but I believed in the people around me. I believed in Brian. Brian believed in me. That's the most important part too. Like, if you guys, for like EP1, I said, you become those who you surround yourself with.
Yeah.
And me and Brian, like I said, we brought up the podcast. We seen the vision. We push each other to get to this point right now, and we're here, EP.2, with my boy Abdul.
Yes, sir.
Like he said too, like don't be scared.
Fresh Montana.
Don't be scared to fail, man. Like I was always afraid of failure, always. And but I went through that trial and error phase, and hopefully, like I said, God bless this podcast. I hope this podcast takes off, and like I said, we're here.
All right, so obviously this is a whole business conversation right now, kind of we're talking about. So I did want to give you a quick question. And this is for anybody obviously who wants to start their own business, who wants to start something, and this is just kind of get a little broad aspect of that. It's,
that'll be your real right there. You supposed to give the hair a shake. My bad. I mean to cut you off.
You're good. So for anybody, like I mentioned, who wants to start their own thing up, who wants to whatever. There's some inspiration you guys could take from people's stories, and also, guys, feel free to let us know certain things. Like, if you guys have something going on, if you have a business going on, if you have some
email
TikTok or whatever, not even emails, but send us a DM. Let us know your stuff that you could relate to. You know what I mean?
Like I said, we love feedback. Me and Brian love the feedback.
Yeah.
We listen. We
read every message.
We respond to you guys also, so it's not gonna act boozy.
No. We respond to all the messages, and we love when we get to hear you guys. But a question I did want to ask you, because you're obviously what would you say into the business for Rocky Gains?
How many years out I am?
Yeah.
I think we just hit 5 this year.
So you just hit 5 years.
Yeah.
All right. So the question I wanted to ask you is, what is one thing you wish you knew that you could have known this, like, you know, obviously in the beginning of your years, that you could have done differently? You know what I mean? What would you say?
Yeah. So definitely, I'd say number one, especially, you know, if sales are coming in and you kind of like things started picking up, is keep an eye on cash flow, the money coming in, money coming out. You know, I'm an accounting major. I work in taxes. I do hedge fund tax, and you know, it's like you have that. Even though I have that background, when sales started coming in, I was so focused on the brand, I wasn't really like considerate of money coming in, money coming out, and my expenses were just running up. You know, I have my fixed expenses, the ones that come in every month, regardless of what sales I get. And then, you know, like, for example, one thing that, like, took me off guard was we were doing a $25, like, cash giveaway for our athletes and ambassadors' birthdays, which we'll probably bring that back. We're going to redo our entire athlete program.
Nice.
But this is our first year where sales were actually, like, consistent every month. And at the end of the year, I looked back and I was like, we just spent $4,000 on, like, birthday gift cards.
Sheesh.
Which it was 100% worth it because it made like our athletes and ambassadors feel appreciated.
Of course.
And it was like, that was great, but like we were still in like the startup phase. Like this was still our first real year. And so you know, $4,000 on there and sample expenses. If you're going to start a clothing brand or any business, you're going to need samples, and those are going to take up a lot of money. So, you know, and that's just a try.
How do you make the time?
Unfortunately.
And I appreciate you making the time for us.
No. Trust me, I'm excited to be here.
It's big love, guys.
That's huge, though.
It's hard to reach him, man.
If I get up and dance right now,
I literally caught him at some like random Panera. I was like, bro, can you please have a meeting right now?
Can I get an autograph?
and then
These guys.
But
I was like, are you Rocky Gaines' owner? And he had to take his hat off. He's like, it's me. So,
throw on some shades. It's not me.
So but what? How do you manage your time?
So that's difficult. Like, so in my career, because I also have a 9 to 5, if that's what you want to call it. It's more like a 9 to 3 a.m. But basically, how the nature of my business works is, 6 months out of the year, 6 to 8 months, I work probably 55 to 100 hours a week.
What the fuck?
Probably even more, 110 hours a week max.
Wow.
And I complain about 40.
I complain too.
I complain about 40.
And the other, 6 to 8 months, depending on whatever, it slows down a bit, and that's kind of where I can focus, put some more time into Rocky Gains. And honestly, like, we don't drop as much as I'd like. Like, we probably have been averaging the last 2 or 3 years, like 3 to 4 drops a year. So, like, I'm saying, like, imagine what we could do if we dropped once a month.
Exactly.
That's
like
consistency.
Yeah.
Exactly. So do you feel like you're not consistent with
I just can't go as much as I want to right now. Like, I can't, gas on the pedal right now.
Yeah, I hear you.
There's other things I want to accomplish in life as well.
Yeah, of course.
So you just got to find a balance.
Yeah.
There's no way around it.
I think that's a perfect saying, is like finding the balance, guys. One thing I do want to say, but it's just like obviously how he just said, finding balance is that with anything you do, you don't want to be so fixated on it. You want to give yourself time to breathe. You want to give yourself like different little hobbies as well to kind of keep yourself busy and kind of entertain yourself. Because when you go so hard, it's like, guys, I always say this for like even like relationships, you know what I mean?
Oof, relationship,
even like I'm just gonna go into this. Like when you go into a relationship, you don't want to go so hard, you know what I mean? In a relationship, you kind of burn out the candle once you start seeing your person every day, you know what I mean? And I feel like you kind of want to translate that into business or anything you like. You don't want to go so hard to the point where you gas yourself out and it's like you start getting demotivated. This could this could also translate to the gym. You know what I mean, guys? You don't have to go so hard. You don't have to go Monday through Sunday. Go Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday. You know what I mean? Or go even 3 days of the week. You know what I mean? So it's like those certain things are what's gonna help you go long term. Because guys, Abdo, this like he just said, this is year 5 for him. He did not just start this yesterday.
Going on year 6 in
going
March.
on year 6, and big congratulations on that. Seriously, bro.
You.
Seriously, shout on me later. but yeah, guys, he's on year 6 and he's still going, guys. And yo, round of applause, bro. Literally, round of applause. That gives me motivation.
I appreciate that.
Want to keep going for certain things.
Motivated me,
guys. It's Saturday, and I already told Izzy, guys, I'm down to go edit after this, and I'm staying. And guys, I have anatomy exam on Monday. and God, I'm trying to fit in studying whenever I can. So it's like,
Grind.
I'm trying to get to it. You know what I mean?
grind.
And that's the people you want to surround yourself with. You know, Abdu's, you know, a business person, you know, and you want to be a product of your own environment. So me surrounding myself with people like Abdu, I feed off of it. And, you know, energy feeds off of, you know, the people you're around. So that's the same reason why I really appreciate you know, being
thank you,
super
brother.
cool and like, you know, a friend. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're great.
It's always love when I see these guys.
Yeah, no,
like
seriously.
I said, I only just really met you. You know,
Right.
like after the meeting, you was great. You great guy. He always spoke good about you. But you know, I'm a guy that likes to see the vibe and person energy.
For sure.
But you always show love every time you see me.
Yeah.
Always.
always love. So that's something I also do appreciate.
Same with Tim, dude. Tim's always showing
Tim.
And I
love.
just met Tim
Tim.
today, yo. You're
Tim,
fucking
we
great,
love you.
dude. You're great, dude.
Guys.
And I hope you stick with us.
Yeah.
Honestly, you're
No, seriously,
fantastic.
guys.
Tim helped the
guys,
camera setup. Is all Tim. Everything's Tim, right?
Guys, Tim is the guy. And comment, love you, Tim, in the comment section.
Love you, Tim.
And then dash,
Like and follow Tim,
dash
please.
Calvin Klein. Because if you guys don't know, my boy is a Calvin Klein model.
We want Tim on board.
Yeah,
we want Tim on board.
Hey guys, everybody comment Tim on board so we can be
We
full time.
so bad we trying to hire him.
We need it at the end. You got to flip the camera onto Tim.
Yeah.
Tim, you're gonna get in here.
Tim, yo, hold on, guys.
Yeah, Tim, come over here.
Hold
real
up.
quick,
So
Tim.
for obviously our audio listeners, you guys won't see Tim, but just picture a cute Calvin Klein guy.
Cute?
With,
Yeah,
cute
He's
Calvin
shredded.
Klein guy. I feel like that's the beauty of it, and like I said, once again, I said it like 4 times already. I appreciate you, bro, seriously. And this is exactly why I wanted to have Abdu on episode 2, is because without a doubt, I've always knew Abdu was a genuine and cool guy, and I think, you know, obviously in broader aspect, it's like with this whole business and stuff, is like, people don't really know him as much, you know. People never really like. I feel like I never see you, dude. You know what I mean? I don't think I've. But obviously, you're busy. You're busy. You're working 200 hours. so obviously, people don't really know him, and I feel like when you start really knowing somebody and you get a better aspect of them, is like, okay, I actually want to help support and this and that. You know, you can't buy personality, guys. You know, and this is where I kind of say too, is like with the whole podcast stuff. I'm pretty sure not everybody, is like off the clock. Just like, I'm pretty sure people, it's because you guys like us, you know what I mean? And we show love back. Reciprocated energy is a big thing, you know what I mean? So big thanks, bro.
Hell yeah.
Seriously,
Bro, Brian's
for
preaching
coming here.
today, yo.
Yeah,
I like that. Brian's preaching. He came in his bag today.
So no, seriously, no.
Inspire some people, you know.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
So
and that's the point of this episode, guys. I want to right off the bat, show you guys somebody from your own city. Literally somebody from your own city, guys. Is
show 'em how he's
able to
doing
do
it.
this. And like I said, it doesn't have to be business aspect, but I want you guys to try to start your own, TikTok fitness journey. Start your own Instagram, your fitness Instagram, and tag us, and we'll give you guys a like and a comment.
Most important part, tag us. Tag off the clock.
Yeah, tag off the clock. I'll literally repost you guys if you guys started your own business. You guys started off your own Instagram posts.
We're there to support too.
Yeah,
Abdu,
guys.
how old are you?
25. I turned 26 in October.
Hell yeah, dude.
Dude's
Guys,
25. He's fucking young.
Yeah, dude, guys. He's
young.
And the thing too is
I'm getting old,
it
man.
doesn't.
26 soon.
I'm 24. I feel
26 soon.
Guys, there's no limit to when you guys can start anything. You guys
No limit,
I
bro.
work in the OR, and I have literally some surgical techs that just became a surgical tech at the age of 45. You know what I mean?
Damn.
And that's guys, that's that's crazy.
I'm fucking with you.
but it's literally became a surgical tech at the age of 45 or such, and dude, that's inspiring. You know what I mean? It's like, yo, you don't want to stay here. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And if you don't, when you ask for the mud, you gotta be ready for the rain. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
So,
Don't ever feel like you can't do anything in life just because you're getting too old in a sense.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Or with
always-
any circumstances.
Any circumstance, just push it, push
Yeah,
through,
guys.
push through. No
So
matter-
this is
no matter the
obviously
age.
the bigger aspect of why I wanted Abdu in here. Like I said, I want you guys to get motivated and get a sense of an idea of how things go. Obviously he's explaining a little bit about drop shipping and stuff like that. So guys, take in all the knowledge. If you guys need any advice or any kind of get an idea of something specifically, feel free to message him.
For sure.
I'm sure,
For sure.
whenever he has time, he can respond. If you guys want to ask us anything about how we went about certain things, feel free to ask us, and we'll be your little therapist. You know what I mean? Well, sometimes, but yeah.
So where we leave off on that question? I'm sorry, Brian's preaching.
No, not at all. That's how these work. It's a combo, man.
Yeah. So we was talking about time, correct?
Time, yeah.
You said you just I forgot what.
Listen, most people aren't going to work the hours I'm working. It's just that's just my career.
Exactly.
So if you're working a 9 to 5 even full time,
like
you got to work a 9 to 5 after your 9 to 5.
Yeah.
If I had 40 hours, I'm working another 40 hours on Rocky Gaines.
Hell yeah.
That's just how it's going to be. Is it gonna suck? Yeah, you're not gonna be able to hang out with your boys or go,
Big
squeeze in the gym. Those gym sessions are not gonna hit as much.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
if you've got a goal, it doesn't have to be a brand, but if you want to start your own YouTube channel, your own, podcast, you want to write a book or something, like, it's gonna take time, especially if you want it to put out a good product.
Yeah.
And you're just gonna have to find it. Like, you can make all the excuses in the book.
Yeah.
And like, I make some excuses sometimes.
Yeah.
And then, but like, I can realize, like, that's just me being lazy.
Of course.
That's just me just trying to, like, back off. And you're gonna get those days, but at the end of the day, it's like you gotta bounce back.
I like that you're aware.
Yeah.
Right.
You're very aware.
I think I'm a very aware person.
Yeah.
Like, I know my faults.
You even saying that when you're lazy, it's awareness.
It's good to take accountability on those
yes,
things.
and awareness is key. Awareness is key, guys. Awareness is all 4 cameras. Awareness is key. And when you're very aware of something like that, of even your own body, yourself, physically, mentally, emotionally, that takes a big toll on your life. Just only because now it's just all in like mental at that point.
Yep.
You're aware, so all right. No, you know when you're lazy.
Mm-hmm.
You know when you feel like you're down, this, that, and the third. So I like that you're saying.
I know why sales aren't doing well one month. I know why they're doing great the other.
Exactly.
You know?
Even if you don't know, you go and go.
Right.
Find your answer,
Listen,
you know what I mean?
and again, in terms of like everything, in terms of like business that I've done, it's like I've gotten a good idea of everything. And if you're gonna start something, you have to be able to like teach yourself through YouTube. Like, YouTube's a free source. Google
Exactly.
even.
Knowledge and we spoke about knowledge is free.
Yep.
To cut you off.
No, you're good.
It's out there. It's out there.
Yeah.
I hate when someone asks me how to do something, and I'm just like, dude, like, YouTube and Google's right there.
Exactly.
Like, I don't mind going in depth if you want to further in depth, but if it's like a basic question, it's like,
it's so true.
like, you clearly don't want it bad enough. Like, no one told me how to start a clothing brand.
Exactly.
You just Google for hours.
Like, to work the H6 and stuff, to the gear for the podcast, I had no,
guys.
even the audacity that I have Tim working on right now, I didn't know what the fuck any of that was, bro.
Guys, YouTube
Google.
is your best friend.
Me and Brian literally studied this shit, bro. Like, from
guys, I literally episode 1, we recorded Saturday at night. We did the whole recording for about 2 hours. We were in a basement sweating like shit. And I was sweating. If you guys check the video,
I was fucking monkey.
Yeah, I was literally sweating. Literally, guys, I was sweating and like it was hot in there.
That's the main reason why we switched spots, because we would have been sweating. Your hair would have been really.
No, guys,
my hair.
Yeah, we switched our
over.
environment.
It's gonna be like
For our audio listeners, we're literally at an undisclosed location. But no, seriously, guys, for episode 1, literally we shot at a basement. We had one camera, and Izzy was running the audio while we're still recording EP1. And we literally, the next day, 9 in the morning, we woke up and we got to editing. We literally
12 hours?
We tried DaVinci and we started learning everything about it. We even literally YouTube questions like, how do you raise the volume on this?
Literally just shit like simple shit like that, bro.
Not literal, but like that's kind of the aspect of what we're trying to get to, is like, you have to, YouTube these little certain questions that you don't know. Like, guys, nobody's going to come and, do it for you. At the end of the day, if you want something, you're going to have to go out and get it. Because at the end of the day, nobody's going to come and do it for you. You can complain as much as you want.
Don't ask for handouts,
and nobody's going to try to do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Knowledge is free.
Yeah, exactly.
Just seek it. All you got to do is seek it. Even if you're, like I said, even if you're asking, the simple questions. But Google and YouTube's always there, bro.
Yeah, seriously.
And I mean, like, saying that, like, just YouTube it. I'm not saying, like, I'm not going to answer you, or I'm, like, trying to discourage you. No, like, I've answered a lot of my friends before, and it's more so when they ask me, it's like they want my personal experience, which is completely different.
That's different.
But if you're like, hey, man, how do I split this video? Like, that's a quick 20-second YouTube thing, and it just lets me know, like, is this guy even serious?
Exactly.
Because if you really wanted something, especially in 2023,
you're not going to wait for it.
You can just search it up. You can figure it out.
And that's what we did, and that's where we could relate to in a sense, too, because I said, we study this shit, dude. I still don't know.
Hey, it's a learning curve. It's a learning curve. Each episode will be better.
That too. It's a trial and error, bro. So I may fail at certain things, but I'm always gonna keep pushing to know. You know what I mean?
You said you started with 1 camera on episode 1. You got 4 right now. It's episode 2.
Guys,
we started 1 fucking
episode 3. It's gonna be 20
for audio
cameras in
listeners,
here.
guys. We have literally 4 cameras pointing at us, and Tim hooked it up with one of our 18 ring light, whatever, and
Tim, we
guys,
appreciate you.
Yeah, no, bro, I'm gonna keep saying appreciate you, Tim. But yeah, no, guys, we went from 1 camera in the basement, sweating, and now we have an AC.
Now we're freezing.
Now we're freezing.
Come on.
But we changed environment. It's beautiful to see how we were able to just upgrade within a week. You know what I mean,
bro? Within a fucking week,
guys. I cannot wait to see where we are in 6 months from now, even 3 months from now, guys. I'm excited because that's the thing with all this stuff is over time you're gonna keep seeing the growth and into all the things you put yourself into. You know what I mean? All the work you put in, you're gonna see the growth. You know, so it's all repetition, consistency, and all that stuff. You know, so next time you're gonna see us, guys, we might be at a studio. You know what I mean? It is in the works, by the way, guys. It is in the works. We have a studio, in the works, but. When you guys do see that, you're gonna be like, "Wow, I'm able to go to episode 1 and see where the hell you guys were at." And now and then next is at a studio pimped out with like Lil Durk chilling down on the side of us, But
my boy Tim, I'm not gonna be able to get a hold of these guys. Yo, please let me on the podcast, guys.
And it's crazy because we got him for EP2, and it's gonna be funny to see,
EP20, EP25,
EP40. You know what I mean? Abdu's back, and now he's getting complimentary wine, getting massaged by a monkey.
I don't drink. some complimentary Diet Coke.
Yeah, complimentary Diet Coke with a monkey feeding him.
We gotta bring if I do another episode. I have one request though. You gotta bring Mikey Patino.
Oh yeah,
Meek Mill. We gotta bring Meek.
We have to get my.
We'll get crazy if you bring Meek. I promise.
Okay, I like that.
For sure,
Meek's my boy. Shout out Meek.
No, we'll bring him for sure.
No, for sure. And yeah, guys. So one thing I did want to ask you, and this was a question that I've thought before, is that what is like a failure that you've had that you learned from? Like, what's the biggest failure you had in your business that you feel like you learned from? This is like something I want everybody kind of get at, like grasp, because it's like, guys, there's gonna be terrible days where you're like, fuck, like
where you feel like
you just want to quit, and it's like
I've
let me keep going.
Days, they're hard mentally, bro. Like,
definitely had some bad launches, and very well thought out and planned, but it's just again like experience. Like there are times where you're gonna do something you've never done before, and you're gonna make a mistake, or something's gonna pop up, a road bump. And that's where you make the rocky gains.
Yeah.
It's when you overcome those obstacles, right?
Insert
yeah,
quote.
for sure.
Insert quote dash Abdo.
But I would say like one of our biggest failures was February 2021. This is when like everything started picking up, like on a consistent basis every month. Sales were good, and we had this one product that was selling like crazy. It was a pair of leggings, and I was like, all right, we're gonna go all in. This is gonna be my biggest purchase order to date, which was about $10,000 for a single product. And for a collection, that's usually probably like on average. But for a single product, $10,000 was the most I've spent. One colorway, whatever. And I ordered it in February, I think mid-February, something like that. Okay. It was right before Chinese New Year.
Yeah.
And a lot of my manufacturers are in China, for those of you who don't know. And Chinese New Year is like their Christmas. So they're off for like a month.
Jeez.
Which is awesome. Shout out to them. They deserve it.
Yeah, of course. 100%.
But what happened was I placed the order before, and then they were going to pick up production right after.
Yeah.
So it's been a month. These guys went on vacation or took a break, spent time with their family.
Of course, yeah.
They don't know all the order details. So when they shipped out the product, it was completely wrong. Sizing was off, colors were off.
No way.
And so how we work is we're launch based. We don't just like every time we launch a new product, it's like, hey, everybody watch out for this drop. And that funds the next launch, usually. Now I'm in a spot where, like, I don't really need to rely on a launch to fund the next one, thankfully. But, back then, like, it was like, I need this launch to fund my next launch. Yeah. And so that delayed us 6 months back because, luckily this is one of my best manufacturers. They owned their mistake, and they sent out a new one. So fast forward, like, another month. And then that one was off one shade. So they sent us, I think half of it was correct. But then the other half, which was like, it was like a set, the color was a shade off.
So wait, so when they
so it was like a legging set.
Oh, okay.
And so like, let's say like the leggings were one color of blue, and the sports bra was like a shade lighter.
Off, and you can't wear that.
And so I was like, that's tough.
You can't sell that.
You can't. And so I told them, they redid it. Awesome. They sent it back. Everything looks good. Color's good. But then half the order was sizing was off. So like they had the right sizing, but they had the labels flipped. So like mediums were larges, larges were mediums. That's a tough thing to ask customers to do. Hey, if you have a large, buy a medium. If you're a medium, buy a large. That's hard to market.
Doing it on the website too.
Yeah.
So that backed us up 6 months in total, which slowed us down a lot in 2021.
This is after the big launch, right?
This was before. No, this is after, because we had our biggest launch was May 2020. Yeah. Every month after that was consistent. It was great. And then, February 2021, pulled the trigger, went big, and then, this happens.
Yeah,
wow, that's crazy.
So now I never order in February.
Yeah. prime example, you is a lesson learned.
Yeah,
what
exactly.
I mean? But
I
you
always
didn't
ask.
see it as a failure.
Yeah,
You didn't take
yeah.
it as shit,
So that's
like,
being your biggest failure, and then you felt like you learned.
That's
in-
business.
Yeah,
Don't
no,
be
no.
afraid to, you're going to lose money.
Yeah.
That's 100%. You could be a millionaire year one, but you're going to lose money somewhere along the way.
Yeah.
yeah, I know that must have. It was 6 months that it pushed you back.
6 months.
6
That
months.
must have been
Slowed
hard.
us down, yeah.
How did you deal with that, like, mentally?
At first, it was just like, man, but like I'm also working at that time too. So it's like that was also my busy season.
Yeah.
So it's like regardless of if we launched or not, it's like I wouldn't be able to dedicate as much time in that period, right? It sucked because I was like, this product's gonna come in, biggest launch, we're gonna make a lot to fund the next 3 months, and then it slowed us down. And so by the time October rolled in, it was just like, all right, now we gotta come up with a new collection. Because also keep in mind, like, seasons are different. We were gonna launch this in like March, April. It's now October. I can't launch light colors in October.
Yeah,
you know.
Follow the trends.
So you live and you learn, and you just move forward.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah, that's a great motivational quote right there.
Yeah.
Move forward.
No, because that's the thing too. Is like, your back goes against the wall, and it's
Yep.
like now you have to find out what's the next move. How do I go about this? How can I attack this? So
Right.
no, that's super dope, man. I appreciate
You kept
obviously.
going. You kept going. You ain't stopped. You
I
ain't stopped
appreciate
at all.
that.
That's the key. A lot of people want to go viral now, so that way their business blows up. I don't want to. I want the slow and steady. If you search up the average time it takes for a brand to like actually build a following
Yeah.
and like be like one of these global brands, it's like 20 years. Who's willing to wait 20 years? I am. Give me 30, 40 years.
Hell yeah.
You know?
dude.
You're
Hell
passionate
yeah,
about
hell
I'm
it.
passionate. I
You said
believe
it's
it
your
100%.
baby.
It's my baby. Exactly. Like if someone came out here right now and said, "Hey, here's a brand new 918 Spider," what, $2 million? I'd be like, nah.
Hell yeah, dude.
turn down-
That's
I turned it
crazy.
down. I turned it down.
That's,
sure.
That's real. That's real right
No,
there.
dude.
Hell yeah.
Seriously.
There's a lot of
Dude,
time was dedicated
honestly,
to the brand.
That's exactly
Yeah,
how
yeah, yeah.
I'd feel about the podcast. Like,
Yeah,
if somebody
hell
was to
yeah.
come and be like, "Yo, I'll pay you guys this much for it."
Yeah, nah,
We're like,
nah.
hell
It's
no.
because it's something
Like,
I want to do.
yeah, my
I'm
mindset will
passionate
be
about
like-
this thing, dude.
My mindset would be like, hey, I'll get that car, and if I could probably afford like 5 others if I
Yeah.
just do this.
If I keep
Exactly.
pushing.
Delayed
So-
gratification, man. Just
Exactly.
keep investing into yourself, and you hope, and if you see the vision, which obviously you being your own business owner, you see your own vision.
Yep.
You're like, yo, I know where this is gonna go. Same thing with us. You know what I mean? Me and Izzy are like, yo, we see the vision. Keep rocking with us. You're gonna see how we're gonna keep growing. And like I said, you just start seeing little sparks already. First episode. Like I said earlier, I've said it like numerous times. We were this place, this, and that, and now we're with central air, and we have 4 cameras around
AC.
us, ring lights. So everything's gonna keep building up over time. So no, dude, hell yeah, dude, that's
and
beautiful.
we made progress within the week, dude.
Yeah, and like I'm seriously, guys. With
Now
the-
imagine a
and-
year.
Yeah,
Bro,
if we've
this-
already done this
yeah,
within
exactly.
a week.
This is a fucking week.
Yeah, this is
Let
just a
alone
week after the first
year, let
episode
alone 6
launch.
months.
Yeah, so this is after the first episode launch where I feel like we made tremendous progress, and stuff like this don't happen. I mean, we could have literally just not done anything at all.
Yeah, we could have
Oh,
still had one
yeah.
camera.
but
And
is he good in this? All right,
Good?
for sure.
It's good.
All right,
Oh,
my bad, guys.
Everything
No,
running
you're
smooth?
good. All right, we're gonna run it back all the way from the beginning,
Yeah,
guys.
so guys, EP2, nah, fuck that. Fuck that.
No, but
Special guest, Abdo.
no,
Drum roll,
but-
please.
No,
So
but yeah, so like he said, all that stuff, and it's beautiful to know that you wanna see, that's with anything in life, guys, is you wanna enjoy the journey. You wanna enjoy the journey. You with the gym stuff. Like I wouldn't just wanna just automatically be some like strong ass. Obviously, I want to be some strong ass guy with abs, but like I'm saying, like you gotta enjoy the journey, guys. Like that's life itself. Like how weird would it be, guys, if you guys just had all the money in the world, there was no problems, and that's crazy to think, you know what I mean? But honestly, you gotta enjoy the journey. You gotta have fun with it, and that's with anything, Keep enjoying the process. Keep enjoying like all the obstacles and
The
all
failures.
all the failures. You
learn
gotta
from
have fun
those
because at the
things,
end you're gonna learn from that.
You're gonna hear the word failure a lot. on this
Yeah.
And here's the
podcast.
thing, like in terms of Rocky Gains, like if it fails tomorrow or 100 years from whatever the case may be, like the journey was worth it. Like
Yeah.
I've sponsored a bodybuilding show. I've met some of like my favorite bodybuilders because of
Have
this.
you?
Like I
Hell
sponsored a
yeah.
bodybuilding show. I met Victor Martinez backstage, who
Yes.
took second in 2007.
Yes.
Arguably should have been crowned Mr. Olympia. I met Evan Chentopani that day. The opportunities that came, the people I've met from just the gym or from the brand, my athletes, it was all worth it. So like at the end of the day, it's like Rocky Gains ends up making $0 or -$.
Yeah.
Like that's not what it's about. Like I've met so many people, and a lot of good things came out of it
You
that I didn't
enjoyed the
expect.
journey.
Yeah,
You
guys.
enjoyed it.
There's like it's such a weird feeling to like, kind of get the idea of like, wow, all these certain things happen and how certain things align. You know what I mean? Like just certain timelines, the way stuff happened. Like honestly, if I never went to the gym, I would have never met Abdo. And if I never met Abdo, he wouldn't be obviously in EP2. So it's crazy how things work, you know what I mean? And this is all certain things. These are all certain things that you're gonna like learn as you go about, you know, anything in life. You know, you're gonna notice like, oh wow, if I didn't do this, this wouldn't have happened. Yep. You know, and dude, no, hell yeah, dude, hell yeah.
You're fucking great, dude.
Yeah, no, dude.
You're great.
He's about to kiss you guys.
Don't make me cry. Oh, memory card there, I think.
Memory card, that one. Tim, we need it. We need it.
No space on the memory card.
No. Casual pause break. We're gonna.
Did it say that?
That's not too big of a problem.
It says that right now.
That's not too big of a problem. That's fine.
No, that's all right.
Yeah, it's all good.
Yeah,
my hair's kind of messed up on that side anyways.
As long as we're good on other cameras.
Yeah, my hair's messed up on that side.
But we'll still coach.
You should have a reel from that.
You should.
No, but yeah.
Sorry, like prime example. You know, shit like this happens. You know what I'm saying?
And we keep this raw and authentic. You know, we're going through all this.
Fortunately, that beginning is raw and authentic.
Beginning with the Mothin.
Dude, that's gonna kill me.
It's all right. It's
no longer the owner, right? He's the owner of the theft.
Yeah.
Successes.
Yeah.
Tongue twister. This is crazy.
But no, that's super.
We good though? Everything else is all right. Ain't worry about that. We keeping that shit. We keeping this shit rolling.
No, that's super dope, yo. Super dope. And you know, I hope everybody takes in from all the stuff that you're learning here, and just in general, like I said, feel free to like let us know what you think. You know, certain things that you feel like how, you know. There might be somebody listening here that has some like multi-million business, you know what I mean? So feel free to, be like, yo, you guys could have gone about it this way. You know, you could also do this, or give us, your own advice of, certain ways to go about certain things,
I'm also glad we're not coughing today.
Yeah, guys, we're not sick anymore. I swear I had COVID last week.
We had COVID.
I swear. No, not literally. I'm just about to leave. No, but I was sick for like 2 weeks.
And coughing first EP,
yo.
That actually bad, dude.
Abdo just walks out.
It's all good.
Gets up, drops the mic, walks out. Shakes his hair.
Yeah. Shakes his hair. Nah, fuck that.
Hey, I do. Also, thank you for the gear, yo. We got the.
Yeah, guys.
We're
literally for
Rocky Kings pimped the motherfucking note.
Yeah, YouTube guys.
You guys like that?
Literally pimped us out. So, give back to the community. Since we have Abdo here, obviously he took it upon us, or all of us took it upon us to do a little.
He sees the vision.
He sees the vision, but we all want to give back to the community, and so we obviously want to do a giveaway of up to like. What is it like? Worth of like $500?
$550 value in terms of gift cards and apparel and gear.
So how is this gonna work?
So we'll have you guys host it. We'll be a partner on the Instagram. I think you guys are posting Monday, right?
Yep, Monday. Yeah.
So they'll post Monday. Look out for that Instagram post. Yep. I think it's like 5 total winners. Basically, if you win an item, you're getting a $25 gift card as well. Yep. And our 2 big prizes.
For YouTube listeners, this is it.
Yeah, this is the mesh shorts right here. Yep. For our YouTube listeners,
little aspects of belt.
Yep. So just so you guys know as well, the mesh shorts and the belt are unreleased. We're probably going to release it a week after the giveaway.
Unreleased shorts right now.
So this is your chance to get like first hands on the belt and the shorts. So this belt, $120 value, genuine leather, 13 millimeter. I mean, this is probably one of the best belts you're going to get or find on the market, especially at the price point.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm going to throw a knock under the bus, man. Just compare this belt with a knock and it'll speak for itself.
Rocky Game's over a knock. I like that. Rocky Game's over a knock belt.
I have a knock belt.
Yeah, I'm just messing around. I like a Naka.
Yeah.
Charlie's actually one of my inspirations as well.
No,
but those mesh shorts also unreleased. It'll release a week after the podcast. Keep an eye on these guys. They'll do the post. It'll be very simple and easy to win.
Yeah, guys. Literally, it's going to be like a like, comment, follow both accounts,
Tag 3 friends.
And just tag like 2 or 3 friends. So we'll get that situated. And just, be on the lookout, guys. Like, we're going to keep doing these things, You guys keep showing love, reciprocated back to you guys. We're going to show you guys love by doing these little giveaways. Enjoy yourself, enjoy your own company, and try these things,
It could be as simple as like a simple car ride to get your mental
exactly.
right.
Exactly.
Shit like that. Simple car ride to get your mental right.
I go on a car ride daily with my sisters just to get out.
Hell yeah.
Daily.
Hell yeah.
Prime example.
I guess one more thing is like, and I noticed that, like, again, this is like me being aware. Like, I noticed not everyone does this, and it's very hard to do, but like, I just don't get mad over like 24 hours. Yeah. Like if I'm mad at something or pissed, it's like within 2 hours. Like if I'm mad at someone, I'll just be like, "Yo, like,
it doesn't matter.
What's up, man?" Like it's not worth it. What are you mad about? Like tomorrow's like a new day.
Yeah, exactly.
Like the past is the past, and I see a lot of people who like hold grudges. Like I don't have I'm not mad at anybody. I'm not mad at anything.
Yeah,
it's like just don't take it so serious.
Yeah,
I don't know.
exactly.
I think that's
You don't
my
benefit out of like holding resentment or holding any grudge.
like.
or
What is you being mad for 3 weeks gonna do?
Yeah,
Exactly.
what's that gonna do
Besides
for you?
like
That's
mess
just
up your mental health.
Yeah, that's just
Yeah,
wasting
exactly.
time and wasted like energy.
You're
in a
only
sense.
messing up yourself at that point.
Yeah.
mentally.
So it's weird, but like I could flip a switch where I'm just like, all right,
And that's
I'm
good.
good.
And
to
that
be
all
able to
falls
do
under
that.
awareness, dude. Like that's great. That's great. 'Cause I can relate. Cause me too. I could be mad. Yes.
Yeah.
I'll relate. It's all also falls under like communication too. Like you
Yep.
also gotta be communicate about your feelings and where you at with somebody as well. Like even sometimes when me and Brian argue, yeah, we get into little arguments, but
Right.
it's like we never sit there.
Damn, bro, I hate the shit out of you.
My
Nah,
bad,
just kidding.
bro.
Imagine
guys, I'm out.
this argument.
Right after this
All right,
podcast,
guys, I'm
I'm
out.
putting ways.
Put him in the headlock after this. Like,
Off the, and then I'll be the clock.
but it's also good to like take a step back.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Always take that step back when it comes to your mental, because I do the same today. Like when I'm mad or I feel like frustrated, I take a step back and I clear my mind. That's that car ride. I go on a car
Yep.
ride, I clear my mind, come back and I'm good.
Yeah.
Some people just hold that grudge and hold that in throughout their day, and now it's representing them. It's like, all right, now you're pissed at everybody.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So like, I'm glad you said that, and I feel like, especially with me being big on mental awareness, and I got a lot of feedback on this too. Like a lot of people who go through depression, anxiety, this, that, and third, and I feel like that's a nice message to spread to people. You know
Yeah, I
what I
love
mean?
that. Seriously.
Always take that step back, guys. Whenever you're feeling, down, going through depression, anxiety, take that step back, clear your mind, and hop right back in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Go on that car ride, go on that walk, sit down and talk to somebody. It's okay to talk too. Sit down and talk to somebody, or pick up that book and just clear your mind before you even decide taking actions on mental. You know what I
And
mean?
I'm not saying like ignore your feelings. Like if you're
No,
mad, you're
definitely
mad.
don't.
Something happened that day. You failed an exam, whatever the case may be. That's fine, but like don't dwell on it and just like make it your personality. The next more, take however much time you need. But like, at the same time, like just is this really gonna affect me like in a negative way? Like if you failed an exam, for example,
Yeah.
you live another day.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like
you're
No,
waking
I
up the
agree.
next day.
I think that's the beauty of it about just life itself. Life is inevitable.
Hell yeah.
Nothing is planned out, and all variables could always be changed. You know what I mean? So, guys, be able to process your emotions, process how you go about certain things, and take it day by day with how you go about everything. In general. And that way, you don't really stress yourself out so hard to where it's like, I don't want to do none of this. I don't want to go talk to this person, or I don't want to go to this place. Guys, when you start, being so hard on yourself mentally, it starts affecting you in the long term. And, that's like obviously the message that we're all trying to get to. So, yeah, no, I'm
very big on mental, bro. Like,
yeah,
I'm very
no.
big.
And I
Very
appreciate.
fucking
I'm
big.
sure a lot of
that
people
message.
appreciate it, and I'm sure
very
that's a
big
big
on that
reason
shit.
why episode 1 did as well as
Yeah.
it did.
Of course,
very
yeah.
big on that shit. Hell yeah, I take the mental awareness very seriously.
Yeah,
bro.
no,
Hell
for
yeah.
sure.
'Cause I know, like, bro, just even like under mental, like that shit could kill you, dude.
Yeah.
Literally, that shit could kill you, and I'm very big on that. It's like I said, when I went through depression, I felt all that. You know what I mean? Like
Yep.
and I took myself out of it. So now, but during that stage, I learned like how to take a step back. I learned how to express my feelings. I learned how to really USA my mental, in a sense. You know what I mean? But I
Yep.
also started with people I surrounded myself with.
Right.
Brian.
Right.
He's fucking great, dude. Like
He
this
is.
kid is
He
fucking
is.
amazing. Like he could.
Brian
He
puts
knows
out
how to
some great
express
energy,
himself.
man. At the gym,
Yeah,
it's
dude.
always love for a reason, man. Like
I
you
love
don't. I don't run
I
up to
love it.
someone because I'm like, oh, this guy looks mean.
I'm
It's always
sorry if
love.
I do look.
No, not at
I
all.
get it a lot.
Izzy shows love too, man.
Yeah,
When you get to know him.
I think one day somebody came up to me in the gym. They was like, "Yo, I'm afraid to walk up to you." I said, "Why?" Because like you always have a
Mean
mean
mugging.
look. I'm like,
Just
I'm
locked
sorry,
in.
That says my face.
Yeah.
Like, get to know me. Come talk. I could hold a conversation. Yes, I may not seem approachable, and I'm sorry, but that's just me. You know what I mean? Like I don't mean any harm to nobody.
No, yeah.
I'm a great guy. You know what I
For
mean?
sure, no, you
I
are.
appreciate that, bro.
Oh yeah, dude.
Seriously.
So like I said, I'm glad you spread that message just now, and I'm happy. I'm happy you're here, dude.
And I
Dude,
appreciate
thank you.
I-
I'm glad I'm here.
Can I-
We
can I
could probably run another 5 hours.
I'm down.
Tim's like,
Where we at?
dude,
Where we
hurry
at?
up.
Yeah, where we're at in time. 1 hour 5
No
minutes.
fucking way.
So
Can you look at the camera and say I like that for the camera, please? But you guys say like
I think that's another real man. I don't know about that.
Can you look at
guys, you guys got him to say it. Every guest is gonna have to say
Oh
it.
man, I'm not
We're
gonna
gonna-
put
we're
like
gonna
an
start making
AI
that-
video or something.
We're gonna start making that a thing. Every guest has to say I like that.
Hi, my name is Abdo
On
Shaban.
here, guys, and I appreciate you guys. And catch on for episode 3. We're doing this next week, and boom.
My boy Tim,
Off the
my
clocks,
boy
we
Tim,
out, baby.
Mic drop.
Rock games.
Off the clocks. Off
Make
the
sure you purchase Rock games.
Plug in, quick plug.